Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube, and you can check us out and join the chat room as well. Just go to YouTube and search for @TomandDanLive, and you can check out all of our videos on there. And soon to be, I think we're going to put a new one on there very, very soon. Is Howard Stern wearing a wig? Only Tom and Dan know. Only Tom and Dan know.
We say 100%.
Yeah. Maybe we're holding on to proof.
Yeah.
Maybe we are. Maybe we're holding on to proof. Will the world know? Stay tuned.
And we'll talk about that real soon.
All right,
but
you want to do it?
Daniel was on Howard Stern this morning.
Well, I wasn't
his
on
audio
Howard
was.
Stern. Yeah, I was.
Your voice.
I was called a lot of bad names on Howard Stern this morning.
Yeah, but that was odd when I was like, whoa! Not too many things move the needle anymore.
Yeah.
And when you told you're like, I think someone played audio of me saying Howard Stern has a wig on Howard Stern this morning.
Yes.
My first thought, no way. I gave off that energy. I apologize.
You always say that. You always say that.
That's a horrible person to be around, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, the guy that doesn't believe anything you say.
Yeah, if I had a Tom Van in my life,
I said something yesterday. We do have a guest, and we're going to get to him very, very soon. I said something yesterday that friends of mine that I haven't seen in high school in decades had to email you and say he's not a liar.
I didn't say you're a liar. I just said how they catch him.
It's your phrasing, though. It's your phrasing always makes it sound like you doubt everybody to the extreme.
Because someone says something, and then I'm like, well, how'd they catch him doing that in a public bathroom?
I don't know that.
I was thinking
Don't
loud,
bring it up
screaming.
and
He's like, I'm doing this.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. We're doing Weird Job. Oh, it's not going to play.
Before we get into that.
Oh, my God damn it.
We have a promo code with Jeff's Bagel Run, and if you use promo code Tom and Dan, when you buy any merch on jeffsbagelrun.com, you'll get 10% off. I believe that also includes Jeff's Bagel Run coupons or like gift cards.
Coupons?
Like gift cards.
Or coupons. You say coupon like my daughter. My daughter says that. My daughter can't. She also can't say Coors Light. She goes, Father, would you like another Coors Light? That's how she says it. You ready?
It sounds fancier. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Tom wanted to do a bit. He called it Weird Job Wednesday. Howard Stern's wearing a wig. Dan really likes it. Tom says that's bullshit. It's another Weird Job Wednesday. Howard's wig. What are you doing? What is your job? Are you neat? Are you tidy? Or are you a fat slob? Do you make lots of money and you sit up in your tower looking down on all the people who are working by the hour? It's a Weird Job Wednesday. He wears a wig. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. Wig? Oh yes, it's Weird Job Wednesday. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
My new theory is he was so mad because you're right. And he didn't deny it.
He never denied it. He never denied it.
Yeah, but he's yelled MF at you.
Oh, he called me a scumbag, which may have been code. Some people think that he called me a scumbag because he knows of the show and was like, you know of the wig? Come with me. Come with me. Okay.
All right. So on the couch with us, this gentleman came up and talked to us at our beer fest.
Yes.
And told us about his company, and we were like, we should do a Weird Job with you.
And much like most of the Weird Job, I would say participants.
Participants
that come in here, within 3 seconds of him sitting down, you had already insulted him by calling his product something it's not. And you do that all the time, and I'm kind of here for it. I kind of love it.
Well, okay, I don't know how else to describe. Okay,
because for weeks, because this has been on the schedule for a hot since the beer fest, I have been convinced that we're talking to a hot sauce man. Well, I almost wrote a hot sauce song, but I didn't. But
You're not wrong.
But I held back because I've got the breadfruit. We had a breadfruit man on. I wrote a grapefruit song. Oh. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Well, you misheard me say breadfruit. Anyways, Seth's on the couch with us. How you doing, Seth?
How you doing, guys?
Let me give you a blast.
All right, so I have you on my phone as Mustache Hot Sauce Man. And that's how I always
that's
know you.
not
Which, if I were
inaccurate.
your wife, that's who you're cheating on me with, right? 'Cause
I
it's
think
like,
that's just an undersimplification of what may be what you're looking at there.
Okay.
So yeah, you're not wrong. I make fruit and vegetable concentrates. That's what it boils down to.
told you were wrong.
So that incorporates peppers as
Okay.
well. So there are, and also I play with some of the hottest peppers in the world: scorpions, ghosts, reapers,
I'm playing
dragon
with some of the
sprouts.
hottest peppers in
And
the
so
world.
when it comes to that, I figured out that just by salt baying these into recipes, you're not blasting it with too much capsaicin, you're not blasting your mouth with too much fire. You're able to actually enjoy it, get the experience from these peppers.
Sure.
And as far as the ingredients, it's a nominal amount in the overall whole recipe. So
Yeah,
we do this with our guests now, and it's a new thing. Before we answer any other questions or dig deeper into your story, do you think Howard Stern's wearing a wig?
that hair is too full and
Okay.
too beautiful and dark for that not to be at this point.
Okay.
Yes, that way.
That's a fair
Seth's
okay.
with us.
I have seen
yeah.
recent things with him in
Yeah.
it, and yeah, there's
Okay.
Because your hair
There's no
becomes
way.
very thin
That's it. No, that's
and
it. That's
stringy.
it. That's all we need
at
to do.
age.
Now back
Okay.
to the hot sauce. Now back to the hot. That's
It's
all
a
we needed to do.
Big Elvira wig,
Oh my
Halloween
God,
wig.
who do you think you are? The
Anyway.
queen of Halloween?
So Seth, you calling your hot sauce a pepper concentrate is like calling ketchup sweet tomato paste, right?
sort of, yeah.
All right.
You mean like,
and on
you
that
mean
end,
like a industrial waste engineer?
we make stuff that is zero heat, has absolutely
Okay.
zero heat at all. It's all flavor. It's just
Interesting.
the idea is taking something with just literally drop to drop, like a drop on an egg, a couple dribbles into a bowl of soup, into a taco, on a steak. You're going to bring out so much flavor, and if you want to, depending on what you're looking for, the appropriate level of heat.
Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Like, to me, I see this as, and he hit a great example, I think, with egg. My daughter is absolutely obsessed with eggs. Like, this all. So a pepper concentrate, which she also likes peppers, like being able to make her own eggs and then like a couple drips on it it's a simple thing because she's got to keep it simple. We're going to school. We can't be sauteing everything, but you can get the experience and the flavors that you want
With just a drop.
with
Yeah,
just
okay,
a drop.
all right.
Is that kind of where you're?
That's
'cause that
usually the
sounds
first thing that I
usable to me.
recommend to
Or
people.
like in a chili. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I want my chili to be more pepper forward.
So, like, my number one bestseller for 3 years in a row is onion garlic leek. And that incorporates ghost pepper, scorpion, and habanero.
I
And
love leeks.
I don't even tell people what peppers are in until after they tried it, or else they would not have tried it.
Okay.
Because people are afraid of those words.
The taste,
Scorpion,
the flavor
ghost.
that leeks give you in a dish are insanely good.
But that one is marketed as, like, ramen's best friend. Like, it's
Got you.
perfect to, like, dribble onto anything you're smoking, grilling, cooking. And, like, so, like, I have stuff for everybody, from zero heat up to formidably hot, sweet, savory. It's just a new approach to a product, like, and it's very unique. It took, like, when I was working with the FDA, like, about 2 years ago to figure out nitty gritties of things, it took them 2 weeks to get back to me on how they would even classify this product, because it's not technically a hot sauce. It's not an extract. It's not a tincture. It's like, this boils down to being a flavored vinegar, actually.
So
Just
really?
Yeah.
Because of the brining process, the straining process, the pH level, the multiple different factors make this not a hot sauce to the FDA or any other entity.
That's
which is
wild.
why it's been one of my main things, is to try to tell people, no, this is not what you think it is, but it's, if you like hot sauce, this will be your new favorite product.
Do you know where I see a
All right,
lot
I'll
of
change
this?
your name in my phone as Mustache Flavored Vinegar.
There you go.
Yeah, that's gonna be
That would
wild.
be more
That's
accurate.
a
yes.
wild name. You know where I see a lot of this is almost in the camping world, like in my
Oh, yeah.
algorithm. You'll see guys that like they're out, right, and they're camping and everything, but when they're cooking their dinner or whatever, they don't want it to suck. So they're carrying like a little tincture of all, like, for lack of a
Super
better
flavor.
term,
Yeah.
and it's just all flavor. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the guy will take it out, and he's probably making his own. But now, knowing somebody like you that makes it, you get it and you put it on your steak or your chicken or whatever you were carrying, or maybe
Yeah.
something you caught. And then that way you're not eating something that's boring. It is a little bougie, I guess, for camping instead of salt pepper. But, I mean, it's kind of cool. I like it.
So Seth, what caused you to even come up with this or
Great
start this? And then we'll get into where people can buy it and all that. But like, let's bring it back to the start.
I don't get to talk about that too often. I dealt with a lot of really bad health stuff like years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
I like lived in the hospital, in and out for infections. I had multiple procedures and surgeries, and it ended with me having about half of my large intestines taken out.
Holy smoke.
I don't recommend it. It's not not fun. But
Well, it changes your life, I would imagine.
it's multiple different points of that. Yes, it's just like as
Oh
a
my God.
father with 2 kids and everything. It's like just having a surgery bad enough to where surgeons are telling me like, say, be good with your family and everything.
Oh
like
my
get
God.
it's that's scary. I was young. I was 32 years old when that happened. So it's like it put things in perspective. But one of my surgeons, as well as a couple other people, told me look into the health benefits of capsaicin, peppers. And that she attributed to one of the biggest fallacies in the Western medicine is the abdication of spice from people's diets. People are afraid of it here. The boiled chicken household is rampant. And so just by literally incorporating a tiny bit of pepper into your diet every day, you can almost eradicate things like IBS, Crohn's, diverticulitis, a myriad of other things that other cultures that do that, they just don't have problems like we do here in the States.
Okay, let's talk about that because
Wild.
there is, I guess, the
I had a Mountain Dew and a habanero burrito this morning. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
There is the urban legend enough so where my wife throughout the years, I've always liked hot sauce and I've always eaten everything with hot sauce and spicier, where she's told me, like, you keep doing that, you're going to get ulcers, you're going to burn a hole in your stomach. Like,
Yeah. So your food will just fall straight through your stomach,
So-
right
and
out your beehole.
The quick answer to that is our bodies can only handle so much of everything. That's a fact. You put too much of anything in you, and your body will react. You could die from drinking too much water. But capsaicin, the active component in peppers, our body can only process and break down so much of that. So think about that. If you put too much of that into your body, it will inflame and have that effect all throughout your intestines and on its way out. But if you're able to find the right amount of capsaicin, which I've meticulously done. I've made this for me. I didn't make this for anybody else. I had no intention of starting a company. I just created a very unique product, and here we are shipping nationwide. I have employees. I run shows. I have multiple other companies I've started because of this. But the idea was the health aspect of this. The whole idea was giving somebody the ability to incorporate a level of heat that they can handle, not too much, and every day be able to do this and use it and benefit from the health benefits from capsaicin without having to douse your body with it. It's like I hear regularly from people that with my product, they haven't had to use Pepsid AC and Imodium, and they're not popping Tums left and right, and they're getting the heat level they want, the flavors they want, and they have a new product.
Seth, all I heard is my wife was right, and I'm very mad about it because I doused
I'll sign
my
something for you.
insides with the heat. And I tell her, I'm like, it's all natural. It's fine.
I cannot wait for you to try what I'm giving you here. So
I'm
you
like,
can,
how can it be bad for
you'll
you? And I'm like, there's a billion Indians that do it all the time, and they're fine. Anyway. So you made this formula for yourself because for gut health, and then
I don't like things that are too hot, but I wanted something that hit a level that I was not just like a super mild one, but one that I knew would give me a thermogenic boost. It's also anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory. It inhibits peripheral neuropathy. There's a bunch of other health benefits of capsaicin. It's one of the best pre and post workouts you can do. Like most people in the mornings, they'll say like, "Oh, it's too early for hot sauce."
You got to put
it's
it in.
actually great for
You got to put it in.
yes.
What do you
I've
put
been
it in
using
your,
creatine. Is it a hot sauce?
Straight up, it's. I can leave you with a product or something. It's like just a dribble or two in the morning before a workout.
Habanero
You're gonna
protein
raise your core
blast.
body temperature. You start thermogenesis with your body. You burn more calories. It sets yourself up for receiving more of the workout.
I want thermogenesis.
Yeah.
You know what?
Doesn't that
And that's
sound
That's
cool?
been your problem.
Yeah.
You haven't been receiving the workout right. How much workout have
And
you been
post-workout,
receiving?
too.
What do you do post-workout? I know what you do. Normally, you come in here and you sit on that couch mad after looking at our bank account, and then you hammer out a text to me mad about something that happened. And then I read the text, and I'm mad.
So, Seth, once you started doing this for yourself and making this for yourself, what was the light bulb that went off? You're like, hey, I should sell this.
I made my first batches of things. I had, more than enough for myself. And so I gave some bottles to my friends, be like, try this. This is interesting. Tell me what you do with it. Put it on your food. Like experiment with it. And like my coworkers at Rainforest Cafe at the time, and and so I just played around with things. I played around with my own formulations. I figured out like how and where I could sell this, and was like, wow, I actually could put together something here, and started just doing little pop-up markets like once a month or so. Just
Where'd you work in Rainforest?
Oh, I was a server.
All over the place? Yeah.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah. Oh, I love I used to love to sit by the fish tank and the animatronic monkey.
It's in the top 10 largest restaurants, like particularly the Disney Springs ones, top 10 largest restaurants in the country. It's a madhouse.
It looks miserable.
I was just gonna thank you for if you work there. Thank
Yeah.
you for your service because it looks really hard.
It was crazy.
No, but none
it
of
was
the
fun.
families around us, because we're locals, and I've only been in there a handful of times, but every time I'm in there, the tourists that are in there are, you cannot please them. They are.
Yeah. Tourists,
Most of
animals.
them are terrified.
They're wild. They're wild animals.
Tourists
in there.
are the worst customers. My God.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get sidetracked.
You work
on
in the
Rainforest.
service industry with
Thank
only
you.
tourists?
Yeah, thank you for doing
Oh my
that.
God,
Disney
you're
Springs,
the
yeah.
most
That's
hardened.
hard. That's a hard job.
But
Yeah,
that's where this company
hospitality.
started, was Rainforest Cafe, and just like basically throwing things around with my coworkers, them being like, I need to buy a bottle.
But this is weird. Okay, and I mean that with love. This is a weird sort of a thing to do. What does your family think of this? What does wifey think?
Very
of this?
supportive. Like my
Yeah.
mom was integral in the beginning with helping me get started with
So they believe
the
in it.
events. Did all my label work and helped me like do all that formalizing
product,
this,
T.
and it's grown exponentially.
Well, and he made
Like
us
we've-
a custom one
Look
with
at
the
that.
Tom
yeah,
and
they
Dan's.
made him a nice, cool
Look at
custom
that.
label there.
So it basically has got a very liquidy consistency with an eyedropper. So
You got 2,000 plus drops in a 4-ounce bottle. It goes a long way. And one of the best things I recommend with these products is they are concentrates. So you could take this, they're reduced down. So you could add like a tablespoon or less to like 6 ounces of butter, olive oil, avocado oil, use it as a marinade, salad dressing, brush it on meats and stuff. Yeah, it's a fuel efficient
So really,
product.
there's nothing off limits. Really, it's up to your.
I
own
forgot to
palate.
mention too. It's like we have a farm. Well, there's enough animals on it to justify calling it a farm, but it's a large garden out in Cocoa now. It's like I have a business partner, Tyler, and we have a sub company that we've started because of the success of Walton Sauce, which is Redline Pepper Co. And so like we grow our own peppers, we grow our own ingredients, we like make this as in-house and as top notch as possible. If I can't grow it, I locally source it. So everything that's in my bottles is from Florida. Like the cane sugar, the water, everything. And so we keep this as Florida as a product as possible.
I love it.
I'm not going to tell you how to do business, but just outsource it from China and
It'd
then
be
just,
way cheaper.
and then just lie.
And if
That's
it's
what I would
anything
do.
like
Worry
the-
about the tariffs later.
Yeah, because no one could be like, "Oh, these are Florida peppers," and with China peppers all day long. I'm just saying.
You can't say China peppers. I'm sorry, that's a slur, sir.
That's
And they're
what I would do. if I
preloaded with
owned a
MSG,
business.
so they're already addicted.
If the quality's anything like the fentanyl in the drywall, mwah, menifee.
I was in this year, so I have a couple of interesting customers of mine that I've been able to build up. But one of them, Les Stroud, the Survivor Man from Discovery Channel back in the
I
day.
love Les. We've had him on the show.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to tell him that.
He's a great guy.
He's a business partner of mine now.
Oh, really?
No way.
We
He's
just
very kind to us. He came on the show and he was like answering all our
That's
questions.
so cool. I cannot wait to tell him that. I didn't know that.
He'll
Yeah.
never remember though.
No.
But he does a lot
Yes,
of interviews.
like,
you know.
so-
Not because
he's-
of him, but we're just easily forget.
He's been a fan of my product for a while. I sent him out, he was an idol of mine for years, and just kind of one of those just shot in the dark a couple of years back. I'm like, let me hit him up or send him a message on Facebook, see if he says anything. And he sent me his personal address, and so I sent him out a care package. He loved it.
He loves cheap.
And
He loves free stuff.
Well, he hit me back
Everybody will
up
do
in
that.
March,
He's like,
and
free stuff, give me
he's like,
your-
I want to work with you professionally. He's like, I have a Bigfoot documentary coming out. He's like, I want you to make something specifically for this for us to plug. Oh, wow. He's like, we could do an entire Survivor Man line, put this on my website. I could plug this and make promos for you and stuff. So we have some big stuff in the works with that. And spring is when the first release product is supposed to be coming out for those. I
That's
have 2
exciting,
already.
man.
Dude, I'm like peeing my pants excited
also,
about this.
I'm not kidding. When I don't know why it's on my algorithm because I don't really camp that much because I don't have a lot of time. But the idea of camping is very pleasing to me and it's settling to me. And all
Sounds
these,
like you need to go camping.
Well, I do. But these ASMR videos of these camp guys, they always have little bottles of concentrated flavors for their foods. It's like a
Well,
total.
now you have your own, and you have no excuse.
I'm cook crazy right now with my daughter. This is easy for her to use.
So
you know,
Seth,
instead of getting out all 50 bottles of dried spice.
Daniel's heard of these flavor concentrates. I've never heard of them before, and
Well, I've heard of guys making them. They show. They're like, oh, I whipped up a little thing here. It's got some peppers in it. It's got some onion.
Are there other people doing this in this?
So I did not invent the products, but I am definitely pioneering it.
Okay, so there's not that much out there.
Yeah, there's a couple. Like I've talked to, like this was like a year or two back as well. I like who knows in the last year or two if it's blown up. But there was like one guy out in Washington, this old guy, kind of doing a similar thing. Like it really is few and far between.
But it's an old world process, and I'll tell you why. Our buddy,
which he's like a countryman kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a countryman thing.
Like, yeah,
Ron
so
Rake,
that makes sense.
Our buddy Ron Rake, who makes beer for Playa Linda.
Yeah.
He, for decades, would, like, if he wanted to make a vanilla beer or something, he wanted to be very choosy and picky about what he put in there, right? And he certainly doesn't want it to taste artificial. So he would make his own, like a concentrated vanilla flavoring that would go well with whatever he was brewing. He had to make sure it would, but he would make his own. He'd just make his own.
Yeah, there's sweet ones like put into cocktails, drinks, on ice cream, into desserts like
bartenders
cookies, muffins,
do it.
cheesecakes.
That's true. Bartenders kind of have been doing this
love these products
for a very long time of like making the. Yeah, this is because I've never thought about this.
Making their own like simple syrups and things like that.
This is a great idea, man.
So,
this is cool.
Seth, where can people find this? And then I want to go through the process of how you make it.
Yeah. So, okay, well, find me on, I do have my website, which it doesn't have all of my product on it. So it does need to be updated.
So you're just like Tom and Dan.
I know. It's we're really behind on that, but yeah, it's like, and my name is Walton Sauce, but with an H, so it's WAHLTONSAUS.com. So you can go through there, and I did make a promo code just for you guys, Tom and Dan. It's 20% off everything on my site.
All right.
Wow,
So
you.
Tom and Dan, just all one word.
Very
That's
nice
20% off. But find me on Whatnot. If any of your listeners don't know what that is, it kind of tracks, but get this. It's the world's largest live online selling platform that the U.S. is the last country on board.
Yeah.
We've heard
I've been hawking Labubus on it all morning. I'm exhausted.
The world's been on this for like 10 years. And so
Eric told us
guys.
about this, and he's
We're
like,
giving away a sit-down Labubu right now. A sit-down
got that
Labubu.
on
Get
Whatnot?
Get online. Start hammering that button. Hammer it. You pig.
you create an atmosphere. Like
That's what I
have,
feel like when I'm watching it. They're like,
I
hammer
have a
the
little
button, you
studio
pig.
in my office. I have a projector playing, soundboards, music going. We make it a fun show. We do that Monday through Friday. But on my Whatnot channel is all of my product. So that has like, if people
that's
get a
where
hold
you
of
sell
that,
most of your stuff through Whatnot?
Oh yeah, right now my most active and filled stuff is my Whatnot.
I'm
so
going to do that. I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm leaving the show.
My Whatnot,
Well, take me with you.
My Whatnot is under the parent company that we created, which is another one of my companies, is Redline Pepper Co. So on Whatnot, it's Redline Pepper Co.
Okay, got you.
And like my website is waltonsauce.com. But
Beautiful.
But websites are for old people. It's all about Whatnot.
It's all about live selling now. That's why I've been
and you know
putting
how
my
you know
eggs
when
in that.
somebody's old? They're like, it's all about Whatnot. And they're like,
right,
Whatnot?
and
So I go to whatnot.com, right?
Whatnot.com.
And
It's an app or a website.
And I signed up for the webinar.
And there is a free $15 coupon, like a gift card that
Jesus.
Whatnot is giving anybody to new people who come on. I don't know how easily accessible that is to other people, but if they can't find it, if they it's like,
I got mine.
If
and
you
then
can
I
find me
I
on
lost my
social
bid.
media, I can send it to you. Like my name, just find Seth Walton. I'm the only Seth Walton in the world.
What's your telephone number?
Yeah, it's easy to. Oh,
That's how I find
all someone has to do is type my last name in, and they find like everything about
Type
me.
it where?
It's pretty crazy. Yeah,
I'm joking.
Type it
very
into
transparent.
So you sell a lot of the stuff through Whatnot, or your website.
Yep.
You go to farmers markets, you said?
We sell a lot of pop-ups, farmers markets, local events, like a lot of little things like that.
You partnered up with Les Stroud.
Yep.
So you're building this business. What's the next step? Is it to get it into, because we're buddies with Jesse. He started Oding Hummus, Jesse Wolf.
Yeah, we know. I'm sick of hearing you say it.
And
how many times you got to throw that guy's name around? around, like thinking like you're a big businessman.
And he's told me too, like back when he was like going through the ranks and building his hummus business, like getting into Publix and Walmarts and stuff was the game. But he's like now,
Food Lion.
he's like,
Not my game.
No, I know. He's like now it's a direct to consumer right through the website because the problem is getting it with these big retailers.
It's too hard.
So first of all, it's nearly impossible. Second of all, a lot of times you have to pay them. Third, once like if they ever drop you, you start
You don't
making
even know the
enough
beginning
product.
of it.
Like,
So
yeah,
9 out of 10 hot sauce, and I air quote that heavily.
flavored
Yes,
vinegar.
but 9 out of 10 businesses that are similar to what I'm doing, they jump immediately to what's called co-packing. And co-packing is when you have somebody else making your product for you. To be able to get into retailers like Publix and stores like that, most of them mandate you have to have co-packing.
Yeah.
Not possibly for their own regulations of some sort, but also just for sheer production number. Because to get into a Publix, they're going to say like we need 50 bottles per store per state, like that.
50,000 a month or something.
Unbelievable, and you you give away about 90 to 95% of your profit margin immediately by doing that. And so, yes, you get your name out, but you're not making any money, and most of those people end up going bankrupt or end up with a garage or a warehouse filled with product.
Yeah, because then you start that production going, and then you're like, oh, you're pumping out 50,000 bottles, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, we change, or we put you on the bottom shelf, and then it's like now we're selling half, and you're like, I'm still making this.
So I do everything from the complete reciprocal end. I trip over myself on a weekly basis keeping up with my production, but I have zero debt. I am working everything like orders to order, making predictions about things, and also keeping things very small batch, scratch, and special. These are all very top tier ingredients. Like if I can't grow this from my own hands, I get the most expensive, nicest things as possible. As you see with my bottles and labels, it's like we go top notch on everything. And so I provide people a product that I can stand behind and back and know that this is not just unique, but quality.
So how do you make this?
This is long brining, long fermenting. That's the idea. And so taking fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, and I have a variety of recipes of brines, whether it be sweet or savory, and letting them sit and permeate in this for extended periods of time, then mixing the right proportions of these together, and then reducing that down.
As much as it makes me happy to visualize this, I know it's not the case.
It's like a mad scientist lab.
But I visualize your home just with different sized jars everywhere, like a Howard Hughes scenario with little labels
simmering
on them, and they're barely labeled, and but it's not like that, right? It's certainly more organized than that, and it's offsite.
This is done on in kitchens.
Yeah.
This is it's like more set up and just tubs in storage racks.
Sure.
Yes, and in refrigerators and freezers.
That's a lot of. No, so
so
how
you
many do you have running at one time?
Yeah. How much can you produce?
We usually produce on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which today's going to be a little pushed back. We rescheduled.
I produce every morning at 6:37,
twice
and then
a
every
day.
afternoon at 3:07.
And usually we crank out about 200 to 400 bottles per session.
All right,
that's a lot.
It's just not as many as I need.
Okay. All right. Fair.
It's like we need hands.
But you
I
also
need
want it to
people
be
helping
fresh.
selling.
You also want it to be. You use the word special.
Well, the other thing is I don't sit on product.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. So it's like when I make something, within a week or two, everything is gone.
First, okay, a little business advice. You need some illegals. They work
They're
cheap.
gone.
Yeah.
That is hard to find now.
Where do you
hide
find
them
them?
for
This is
No,
very
they're
difficult
hiding.
right now.
You go, I'll tell you where
You
they
used
are.
to be able to get that much more readily.
You gotta drive south. Oh, anyway, sorry.
and then immediately bleach their hair like Eminem.
And so now, do you plan to scale this company up?
I'm going to have to with less.
Okay.
That's inevitable. We've already been talking about that. That's been written into the plan since the get-go. And so just from what he is predicting as his own traffic that he may generate, he's saying that I might have to get into a considerably larger scale production, if not exclusively just for his stuff, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I'm already doing it with his stuff, then might as well be able to just do it with everything. But
You know what's interesting about Les Stroud is he's probably got a tremendous community of like outdoors.
of those hunting and camping people.
the outdoors people.
He's already on board with that.
And then those outdoors hunting and camping and fishing guys, if Les Stroud comes out with their own flavor concentrate, like, here, bring this camping.
Yes.
I'm telling you, dude.
That's
I'm
what-
telling you right now.
He's a smart guy.
Well, look, for me, like if I went to the store and we're walking
saw
around
Survivor Man
and cooking,
branded
yeah,
something.
and I saw
Yeah.
Survivor Man, food potion, or whatever, I'd give it some
I
weird
brought
name too.
both bottles of the test batches that I have right now for this to hook you guys up with. So
Oh,
you're going
wow.
to get to try what it's at now. But this
Oh,
is
wow.
still in production. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
so
right, awesome.
That's exciting, man.
Dude, I cannot even
What
put
have you
into
tried to
words.
make that failed? Give me an idea of something that you haven't nailed down yet, where you're like, man, I want to make this fermented flavor here, but it's just hard. Or is there
So-
anything that you can't or can it all be done and it's in as long as you know what you're doing?
I've had so over the last 4 years we have made over 250 different combinations of flavors and like own whole concentrates or
Yeah.
sauces. I can count on like one hand the number of things that have just like pissed me off.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it did not come out the way that I hoped it to, or I did not think that the idea worked as well as like it sounded in my head.
Or maybe this is a better way to phrase it. What are the more difficult? Are there difficult flavors to harness? Are there some flavors that, man, I need 3,000 pounds of this to get the flavor? It just doesn't hold, or is there anything like that, or
It's
not that you know of?
Well, I try to stay away from something that I think might even fall into that category.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't run into that as often as I.
You're gonna squirt yourself,
But
buddy.
you
What are
see,
you doing?
this is what I do. That's also different than a lot of other people.
Can he just drink that?
Oh, straight up. Put that right on your. That's
yeah,
easy.
just
That's
drink it.
mild. That's
Just
all
drink
flavor.
it.
Herbaceous, delicious. So I
He's
I
going
make
in.
custom stuff for people.
Give me that.
I couldn't
Yeah, you
aim
just,
the
you,
dropper
you shot
in
it
my
right on
mouth.
the you shot it right on the
into the
zipper
eye,
of your
yeah.
pants, and it's bright yellow. It looks like you've been. What'd you do? You took your pre-vitamin.
Man, that is
that.
is super good.
I'm not gonna open mine.
Like-
It's just cilantro, culantro, very herby.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like a little kid could handle that, dribble that on hot dogs, eggs, like put that into rice.
Like if
it's
you
easy.
if you just dice some tomatoes.
Oh, brother, my daughter's gonna freaking love.
You said your
that.
daughter likes kick though, right?
cooking, but like cooking, and
It's-
this is the right kind of kick. This is that like.
I'm hooking
It's
you
like
up
a
with
tangy.
some like
That's
multiple
good.
bottles.
That
so,
is good,
yeah,
man.
you'll definitely have something to bring stuff to bring.
That
back to
is
your daughter.
delicious.
Yeah.
So how?
And how,
How
shelf
long-
stable is
Yeah.
it and
So
stuff like that?
everything
took
is
it out of my mouth.
pasteurized, so
Okay.
it's like they're shelf stable as is, like when you get it.
That's delicious.
What
Wow.
I am advised to tell the consumer is open in the next 6 months, like from when you get it,
Sure.
and refrigerate after opening. One common, easy thing to remember with food safety: if it has fruits or vegetables in it, once exposed to oxygen, you refrigerate. Don't assume anything is safe. It's like that's just what the FDA want. Like if it and like any food safe course will tell you.
And especially if it's fresh
But
and not that Chinese.
that being said, yeah, and we didn't
vegetable
use
liquid
those
that
Chinese peppers
that
in
Tom
it.
Van buys.
Oh my
It's not
God.
loaded
The
with the
illegals
extra
packing it.
MSG. But like these products are
strange.
made with a considerable amount of natural preservatives, from vinegar to sugar to lemon juice to salts. So they are fairly safe products. Just be smart with your condiments. It genuinely will last years.
So
That is legitimately super delicious, man. Like that is so good.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah, like I did not expect it to taste that. Now I can kind of see what you were talking about like you can put it on
Yes.
things, like you can use it like a hot sauce,
Getting
but
the
it's not
spoon
at all hot.
and trying it at the markets, people
Yeah.
immediately go from being scared and trepidatious because they just see like a bottle with nipple and they're just like, oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna kick my ass. It's like, no, this is very different. And so when they get that through to their head and they're like, oh,
Yeah, it gets you in
then
the
they start
fillings, you
thinking
know?
of their own things like, oh, well, I make this at home. This would be perfect on my deviled eggs. I could put this in my pulled pork. I could add this
Yeah.
onto my salad.
Oh,
And
with pulled pork, it'd be delicious.
oh, there's all kinds
Because
of
that vinegar, that
there's no
Carolina
wrong
stuff.
answers.
Oh yeah,
And people ask me, they're like, do I do this before or after? It's like there's no wrong answers. Like
just use it.
It's yeah.
Gotcha.
and so can you get the capsaicin without the heat? Is that possible, or it always comes with the heat?
That is how your body is receiving it. But this is what my doctors told me and taught me that when you activate so there's capsaicin receptors in 2 parts of our body, and that's it, in your mouth and on the other end. And evolutionarily, that's apparently going to be pushed out of our systems like in a couple 100,000 years,
and maybe I'm crazy, but when I get that,
right
I like to sit there and I'm like, yeah, until it goes away.
Why
fierce.
would God do that
But
to us?
that is a problem that you have when you
That's right.
douse hot sauce all over your food too.
I call that your sitting lid.
It's not a problem that people who use my products have nearly as often or at
killing
all
my butt
compared
now.
to when they use normal stuff.
Why does my
But
butt need to feel that?
It's a fuel efficient product, and it's hard to explain that to somebody without them assuming that it's gonna kick their butt, you know? Then when they try that 1 drop or 2, they're like, oh my God, yeah, I get it now.
Gotcha.
Okay, that makes sense. So now your plan is to obviously make more of this, grow bigger. And is it ever in your vision going to be available in stores, or why would you do it? It's like direct to consumer
It might be
on the line all the
certain
time.
stores kind of a thing. Maybe
Locally or something?
There are
Villa.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in there.
Because
You get it.
As a business owner, it's always my fantasy is always you walk in a store and then you see your
A
product.
stand-up of Tom.
So,
I like, draw a new Tom.
I've already
flavor
had-
blast.
I have already had communication
Is
with
that a dream
multiple
of yours?
stores
Hey,
that
so
I
there's
would
some
be
sort-
in,
some
but it
sort
wouldn't
of
be
pyramid
Publix.
of Flavor Blast and then a cardboard cutout.
And it wouldn't be Publix, I heard. I'm anti-Publix right now.
If I am in stores, like which I've already
not because of
communicated
the
with
gun
multiple
thing, I have to say
stores,
that.
but
I
they'd
like
be
the
more
gun
so
thing.
stores like Freshfield Farms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that-
Like, yeah.
It's like that's more of which I already work with them. Like they're fantastic.
I like a produce place with Bible verses on the walls. It's the only produce I buy.
I can get
that's
you
how
an-
you know you can
yeah,
trust
that's
it.
how you know it's been blessed.
I have,
Seriously, like I'm not much of a believer, but I'm not gonna roll the dice. You know what I mean? Like, let's go for it.
I can get you in fancy
My produce
fruits.
guy there, you know what his name is?
What's that?
Angel.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
yeah.
Yeah, now I believe.
Right?
That's how easy
That's
I
what
can
I
turn.
mean.
That's how easy I
Yeah.
can turn.
So tell me about the what's it or what's up?
Whatnot.
Whatnot.
Yeah, Grandpa.
See?
Don't
You're
tell
already
everybody.
forgotten.
Hey, your mother said you got in trouble with the old playing on the old cat snap. Tell me about the chat
Everybody
snap. She
needs to
said
get
you're
on this.
showing your pecker on the chat snap.
So Whatnot is the Wild West. It's so literally everything from like playing cards, antiques, clothing, to food, baked goods. I'm one of only like 3 people on the entire platform that have like again I use air quotes, hot sauce.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
so-
you're not the guy, like the food space guy. I wouldn't even. I go on there sometimes, you know, and I look at certain things, but I only ever see like Labubus, cards, shoes, purses.
You got your algorithms.
Yeah,
It's
I
going
gotta
back
change
to that.
mine. I
You
gotta
got
change
camping on that, and you got that weird algorithm
Yeah,
with
so
that.
it's-
But
You just go in there and you're like, buy my stuff, and then people are just hitting you.
I talk about my products. I have built up like 5,000-6,000 customers on there, so they pop in regularly to just re-up on stuff. But
Okay.
what I do on there, what is most interesting, is I provide people the opportunity to win their own very own from scratch idea, and it's what I call the golden tickets. So I hide golden tickets in my grab bags, wheel spins, and stuff. And if somebody gets one of those,
So complicated.
they tell me from scratch the fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, the heat level, if they want it to be a concentrate or a sauce, they pick the artwork, they choose the name.
We put your link
And
in
then
the chat
they
room.
get like full authority over everything. Then they get full-size bottles sent out to them when I finish production. And then they get first dibs on however many they want at a discount of that. Whatever's left of that one scratch batch, I make accessible then to everyone else to try. The only person
The
who
chat
can
room's
ask me
calling
to
him
make
Cadillac
it,
hot sauce. They think
Hey.
he's the hot sauce Cadillac.
So you got a
That's
golden
perfect.
ticket.
Yeah.
There's a wheel involved, with a
Yes.
prize wheel.
A fun
Yes.
prize wheel and grab bags. I make it fun, carnival style. That's
I
how
love
my shows are
grab
fun.
bags.
Yeah, Tom a grab bag.
Get a
This
grab
guy
bag.
is he's the gift bag king
Oh.
of Castleberry.
It's my grab bags and gift bags are fun.
Nobody has put more business cards into a bag and then watched them go into the trash than this guy. Did you know that the life cycle of a normal business card in our world
A couple
is
seconds.
out of the pocket, into the gift bag, into the trash?
Well, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm still running.
Maybe you have to
business
like put
cards.
some glitter on the cards.
Can
or
you
something.
help
make it a
my-
little bit more shiny?
Can you
or-
help my clean-shaven grandpa learn how to be on Whatnot?
Yeah, that's a face for Whatnot. You can do that.
Yeah, I think you'd be good on Whatnot.
Well, I
have
need
to-
a big mustache.
You just have to figure
Like
out what you're
Seth.
selling.
Are you going to cheap out on a wheel? Do you have a nice wheel or do you have a
It's
cheap
a
out?
digital-
Oh, it's a nice wheel.
Yeah, see, he doesn't look like he cheaps
Oh, I
out.
thought it was a digital wheel.
Technically, my wheel is an illegal wheel. wheel on Whatnot too, because we're supposed to be using the Whatnot wheel, which is their little digital wheel.
That's how they get you.
Which is funny. So it was a week or two before Whatnot made this an official rule. I had one of my good OG customers personally buy me a very nice wheel for the show.
I bought you a wheel.
He wanted to just be a part of the show and contribute. He's just like, let me do this. So he sent me money and I bought a really nice wheel. And it was 1 week later, Whatnot's no wheels. It's yeah. I'm just kind of playing dumb and waiting for them to tell me. So if you guys want to come on and have fun with the wheel, let's go.
Yeah.
It is very satisfying.
I don't want to get your wheel taken away, man.
Once they take the wheel
and everything,
I'll buy it from you.
You'll take the wheel.
Not too much.
You can repurpose it. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You're gonna cut me a deal. Gonna give you free advertising.
It's illegal. Why would we buy an illegal wheel?
Yeah, it makes it more valuable.
Well, I'll start my own Whatnot now that I got the idea.
It's called what's that?
But it's
called what now?
It's just as addicting as when you download Wish or those other apps the first time. It's you're just I cannot believe that this has been there the whole time.
By the way, that's what stupid businessmen do. They see a good idea and they're like, I'll start my own Whatnot.
I'm gonna start a place called Fitness Planet. You'll see.
Just change it.
Welcome to Fitness Planet. Our colors are pink.
And it's just it's a little bit worse.
We give away lifesavers on Fridays at pizza party.
So Seth, let's plug everything again. And I do like your entrepreneurial spirit. I like your hustle. The fact that you came up to us at the beer fest, you're like, hey, introduced yourself and hey, let's do something together. I'm like, yeah, it does for all the people out there wanting to start their own business.
He's passionate about it. He cares about it. You can tell.
Yeah.
He has a cool support staff too. He brought his wife today, and she's helping him out and being she's not crapping on your dreams like my wife does.
She's been there from.
How do you get your wife not to crap on your dreams?
She's been so supportive.
How do you find? Is it just because
she's kept me in check too? I've had some crap ideas and
Give me one.
bad directions of things where she'd just immediately be like, yeah, that won't work like that, and I'd be like, oh my God, you're right. Save me from what possibly was thousands of dollars of loss or something from just simple things like I don't spell check something or just
hold on. My wife said that hookups wouldn't work, watering holes wouldn't work.
She was correct.
That is good advice.
Yeah, how are we with watering holes?
You don't know nothing.
You'll see.
I'm like, I was doing a good you'll see. Anyway, so Seth, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate
the time, man.
Yeah, find me on Whatnot. My website does have that. It does have stuff. There's I have 14 products on my website. I have 50 on my Whatnot.
Wow.
So yeah, it has all of my Redline products. It has all of the Walton Sauce products. Everything's on there, and it's a lot of fun too. It's a much more personal way for me to be able to interact with the customers, put things together, get a package.
How's your Whatnot?
Last minute Christmas presents. These make easy gifts, and my packaging is very fun.
Are we gonna have to start a Whatnot now?
We're gonna do it, and then we're gonna sell all this stuff in the Airbnb.
Just the extra merch or stuff. Yeah,
no, we have a bunch
you can sell it.
Okay, the whole office. People can't see it because we don't have a camera in there. That whole room is, oh my God, it looks like somebody's grandpa died. There's just a bunch of furniture in there.
Dude, we're going to sell all your old electronics in there. We're going to go through and
we're selling it all.
Sell everything on the walls.
That's what people do. People garage sale it on Whatnot and they bank. It's just make it look presentable. You make it a little bit of an environment and atmosphere for people, and they love it. And
should we get some bikini models?
There's
to do
premier sellers on there that it's this is my full-time business is doing all of this, but not on Whatnot. I do that very part-time for about an hour or two a day tops. But
bikini models.
It's I put some effort into it, and it's when you see that people care about that.
Tracy will wear a bikini. I know she's loyal,
and that gets attention.
We need her wearing a bikini and then a pig mask, and then we'll say hey, let's bring out Oinks, come out here.
As you'll see on Whatnot, it's they'll just put the hot chick on the front image, and then when you go into the show, it's her grandpa selling the stuff. It's just
It's hey,
that happens too. So,
by the way, Seth, I want to buy your pressure washer business. In the market.
We will talk. I'm liquidating all of my equipment. Yes.
What are you gonna call it, Van Brothers?
I have a whole shed full of pressure washing.
I'm gonna get my
setting them up for the future. Van Brothers pressure washing.
Yeah, they'll do
There's no excuse now. Now you have your path.
And I mean liquidate. Just help us clear out our a shed. We'd love that.
Okay.
What do you mean, Tommy? Pressure wash a racial slur into your sidewalk?
Exactly. exactly. My God. Yeah. And it's
I mean,
not the one you
nothing-
think. It's not the one you think. It's not the
No,
one you
no,
think.
no,
There's
no.
plenty of them.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Great job, buddy. That was great. We're still on Twitch and YouTube. That was really, really good.
Cool.
Dude, thank you very
And
much.
that stuff's
That was fun.
Yeah, that was.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
Let's do a couple of emails.
All right. This email, let's see here. Let's try this one. Dan and Tom, what's a time you arrived somewhere way too early? Sadly, I read a text message I received yesterday of someone asking for a late night airport pickup. What I failed to do was read the last word of the sentence that said tomorrow, and I assumed it was for that current night. Anyways, that night I was driving around the airport arrival loop for 1 hour, leaving multiple texts and phone messages, wondering where the hell my friend was at. He finally got back to me, pointed out the tomorrow part, and I felt really stupid. I prefer my yesterday, today, and tomorrow at the beginning of sentences, he says. He's not wrong on that, actually. It's like sometimes putting the detail in there twice is important, too. Do you have any good stories of that, of getting to places too early?
I'm not a too early guy,
Yeah,
as you imagine.
I have a
Yeah.
couple times, not very often though. Only because to me it's less about wasting time. Nothing to do with time. It's everything to do with anxiety and how I feel.
Yeah, Daniel doesn't want to be rushed to get there. Like every event that I've seen you go to recently, you'll always text me a picture of you sitting in an empty arena by yourself because you got there before the entire crowd.
Yeah, I like to get there early.
Like the texts are like, who the hell's that guy?
I'll help him set up.
Yeah, like they're on stage setting up.
It's just easier to park because and a little bit of this I think I have learned from you guys. Because it is something it doesn't jive well with me. It's not to say that it's good or bad. It's a nothing. It's just walking in after, let's say, the Solar Bear game has started.
Yeah.
Walking in and then like rushing to find a place to park that's not good, and then walking way further than I should have to the place, and then getting there, and then having to like get in later, and then like, don't worry about getting food. You can't get food now. We got to go sit our seat. I can't. That's just not. It doesn't jive with me.
You don't
and
like the rush.
Yeah, and it just feels. It kind of detracts from the experience for me. Whereas I don't think it matters at all to you guys, which is what a wonderful superpower to be able to be like, well, we are late, we are parking far away. This isn't ideal, but it's still going to be great. Or maybe you're not even thinking that way. I don't know how it goes down.
So the painful part for us late people is
Because they both have their pain.
Sitting in the empty stadium and the show doesn't start for half an hour and you're just like, oh God, it's a waste. That instead of the
But what would have you been doing? It's only a waste if you can quantify and drill down the things that you would have accomplished that make your life better.
Nothing.
Right.
But just like the anxiety of rushing is almost in your head, the waste part is in my head too.
It is, but it's not a waste. Neither are a waste.
Yeah. No, the lackadaisical chilling and having a ton of time to like eat or do whatever you want before the show starts or get as many beverages as you want and not be rushed and like taking it easy. There is an advantage to that, right? There
can be, but it has to be like I think everything has got to be the right way. And Andrea kind of does a hybrid of both where it's like we're not getting there too early, we're getting there the right early. You know what I mean? Like I have a tendency to get there too early.
Yeah.
It's not the right way to do it. There is a sweet spot where you can still be like early, but it's like the right kind of early. And I just don't think I haven't practiced it enough yet.
The problem is there are more late people than early people. So
when they all arrive at one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because me and my wife are late people, or like we try to cut it close. And like, because Crystal obviously doesn't want to be there late. She wants to be there exactly the right time. Maybe like a couple minutes fashionably late.
Which is sort of impossible. It's like trying to do something that's almost the hardest thing to do is to hit, like, we're parking at 12:01.
But so is everybody. And that's what causes you to be ultra late.
Yeah.
Is that everybody's doing what you're doing. And so you're in a super long line at the parking garage and the openers are already starting. And you're like, why aren't these people inside? Well, they're you.
Yeah.
Like you're mad at the people that are doing the same thing you're doing, which I like, by the way. because you're screaming at everybody. Why aren't you inside? Why? It's just like you're doing it. So of course everybody is doing it anyway.
Let's go with this one right here. Dan and Tom, why are people like me so forgetful or so closed off wanting things for Christmas? Should those people just celebrate Christmas in July instead? If Santa gives me a football for Christmas, can it at least be a whistling Nerf football?
What does he? I don't understand
I think
his
he's
question.
saying that there are, and I know these people too, where it's like Christmas is just like any other time. Like, it's not a big, I'm kind of forgetful about it. It's not really a big deal. It's not an earmarker for me. Like, I don't make it special.
Yeah, if you don't have kids,
it's not as special.
Yeah.
It wasn't as special for me until I had kids.
Like, if I didn't have kids, then it would be like that. Like me and Crystal are not necessarily like Christmas people. We did put up a Christmas tree. I think we a couple of years didn't put up a Christmas tree.
I remember you
before
not
the
putting
kids,
up a Christmas tree
because
you were traveling, I think.
We're not like getting the Christmas spirit type of people that enjoy everything that Christmas has to offer and like get like nostalgic about it.
I have a theory about that. I think you had to have been held in that to begin with. That would have started with like your mom and dad doing that.
But they were always.
Did they do
Oh,
that?
yeah,
like
yeah.
my mom and dad like soaked me in Christmas so much that when Christmas comes around, I can't help but get a good feeling about it.
We always had that. We always had great Christmases, like plenty of toys and all the stuff.
No. I'm not even talking about gifts or anything. I'm talking about like because my mom playing music, like I'm singing hymns and carols at the piano.
Well, if you're more religious, I think it hits you harder.
It's weighted heavier.
Yeah. Like I didn't grow up going to church or anything, but we still did decorations and things like that. But I don't know. It's the emotional part, I guess. I never attached it to it.
Yeah.
And in fact,
well, you're not an emotional person, so they would kind of check out, right?
I almost like. It's the capitalism of it. I know I said this before, and it sounds like a damn Grinch, but
no, I think you have more people agreeing with you than you believe. Are you going to talk about the consumerism of Christmas?
Well,
and just crappy stuff.
And there's like all the stuff, and
people agree with you.
And then I hate the pressure of like buying all the stuff, and then like everybody making sure they get a thing.
I think you're in the majority. Actually, I think people are done with stuff. A lot of people are.
And I like the hanging out together and the time off of work and the family and friends. Like that's all great. It's kind of like it makes me like Thanksgiving a little more. But then Christmas because like all the stuff isn't attached to Thanksgiving, and then the hanging out with friends and family.
But there's no good music for Thanksgiving.
Yep, I'm not a Christmas music type of person either.
I love Christmas music.
Yeah.
But you're not really a music guy.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Christmas music rolls around, man, I'm telling you, November 1st, and I'm like, bam, Christmas music. I love it. Let's go with this one right here. This is from our buddy Adam. He says, did you see the Antic bike that I sent Tom? It's a one-wheel collab or an offshoot of their company. Just want the streets to need more fast electric toys, but it looks so fun. And then he has a PS here. He says, I sent an email about a 48-inch monitor being too big for editing, but perfect for sim flying and racing. I should have put it 3 feet away from my face. There you go. So like a couple of topics here. The Antic bike from the One Wheel Corporation is awesome.
So
I sent it to you a while ago, and I'm like, this thing is rad.
Here's the difference, because everybody's familiar with electric scooters. There's a million of them out there, right? We all
like
see
now
them.
there's categories. There's electric bikes, and now there's electric scooters, and then this is completely different. I think.
When I say electric scooter, it's not the like stand-up razor scooter style electric scooter.
Correct.
It is a sit-down scooter, two-wheeled motorcycle scooter, and it's made by this company called Antic. And the guy's right; it's a sister company of One Wheel. What makes this different than other electric scooters is there's a wheelie mode on this. Me and Turkey Lake were texting back and forth.
That's pretty awesome.
So with the wheelie mode, what it enables you to do is ride a wheelie on a mini, two-wheeled sit-down scooter. You could ride the wheelie, and essentially the back wheel acts like a one wheel where it's self-balancing. So
You just gotta keep living.
No, sorry, I'm just putting up a video so people can see wheelie mode here.
So how the one wheel works is when you get on, it's self-balancing. So when you lean forward, it'll move forward, but also there'll be resistance backwards so you don't just fall forward. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and the same thing with backwards. It's like, the gyro technology, same thing with like a Segway. It gyros you so that it keeps you upright, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, when you put on wheelie mode on this two-wheeled mini, dirt bike, essentially, it will allow you to sit and do the wheelie with your front wheel in the air on gyro mode.
Yeah.
So you're essentially like you're sitting down, like it's kind of like riding on one wheel while you're sitting.
Look at this kid. Look at this little kid. This is him. This is him like right out of the box. He just gets on it. He pops it in a wheelie mode. He's wheeling by.
Yeah.
And you can wheelie slow. That's what makes it really cool.
Yeah, just like riding a one wheel.
Anyone can wheelie fast, but wheelie slow is how you get the girls.
So let me ask you this question.
Oh, buy me one of these.
So
Andrea ain't gonna let me have another bike.
does this take the value of the wheelie away?
I've already thought about this. Yeah.
Because anybody can do it. Because the value of the wheelie is the practice.
Yeah, you're right.
That it took to do the wheelie. Because wheeling a two-wheeled motorcycle is hard. There's a balance point you got to find. A lot of time you're feathering the back brake.
You also could use your core. You're using muscles to.
Well,
you're using your own balance. I mean, once you're moving and you have centrifugal force pulling you around.
Well, that's the thing with the wheelie. There's a sweet spot. There's a balancing point with a wheelie where you're on the back wheel and then you're using the gas and sometimes the back foot brake to keep yourself either back, and keep yourself in the sweet spot.
I've seen you wheelie. I would argue out of anybody on our show, you would be our wheelie expert. But here's what I want to ask you as the guy that's done the most wheelies on our show. Like, does it anger you, or do you think it's cool? You're also a one-wheel guy, so this is weird. Like, if I can get on there, if you could wheelie and you know how to do it, does it anger you if I just get on the thing, hit the button, and I sit back and it wheelies?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's like
it's not as cool.
It's like playing a player piano, or like
it's like Suno writing an AI song.
No, it's essentially like if you had the technology for a piano to whatever keys you hit, it will rearrange them into a song and play the song.
That's Suno.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? I mean, that's what that app is doing.
So, like, if you sit down on a grand piano and you just started banging the keys, pretending to play, and a real song was coming out, that's essentially this. You're not playing the piano. You're not playing. You're fake playing, essentially. You're fake wheeling, and that's what this is. So it's cool now, but when every electric scooter has this technology and everybody's doing wheelies, it's taking the value away from wheelies.
Yeah.
So everybody that knows and practice how to do a wheelie in real life, now it's been devalued.
Robert, who is in our chat room, Twitch and YouTube, at Tom and Dan Live, if you want to join the chat room and talk to people, he has a good point. And I'll ask this as a question. So kind of like everybody's a photographer now that we have a camera in our pocket?
Yes.
Similar.
Kind of.
Similar, although I would argue that Tony Munjet has the eye, the critical eye. He knows how to frame up shots better than you do. But you're gonna get better than you ever. I mean, good.
Yeah,
it's closer than it's ever been.
Best generation phone, and then with the effects, and you know how to use all the camera software.
Yeah.
Then you could take unbelievable professional photos using your iPhone. But you still need now with this too. It's not like. You still need a little bit of you need to know
how to ride.
Like to ride a one wheel is pretty easy, but not everybody can do it.
You can't just slap somebody that doesn't ride two-wheel bikes on this thing and go wheelie it out, or can you?
It acts like a one wheel.
Let me ask you this: Crystal knows how to ride a one wheel, but I wouldn't say she's probably the best at
she
riding
can do a
motorcycles.
Wheelie on this. Yes.
But she's perfect. We put her on it.
Yeah, she can do a wheelie
and wheelie it down the road.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool,
That's
but
pretty cool.
It devalues the wheelie.
Yeah, but if you wanted to do a wheelie, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the only way it makes the wheelie super important. If you wanted to do a wheelie and couldn't, or were scared, this is it.
And since this is new, everybody, the general public around, will be impressed because they won't immediately know.
You have 3 months.
I think you have longer. You have longer.
Really?
You have years.
You don't think people will see you riding a wheelie and all around and be like, you got one of those Anik bikes?
It'll start spreading around, but I bet you not a lot of people know about this, and I don't think. I think you have some years before everybody has this technology and everybody's wheeling everywhere.
Yeah, but like one wheel, it's like they don't even move the needle now anymore because they've like people know what they are.
You say that. I was at the park the other day and some kids are like, "Whoa, what is that?"
Well, I was saying statements definitive like you do, and they always come back to bite you in the ass.
No, but you're right. Like you would think that at this day and age, where everybody has the internet and everybody sees everything.
Oh, these are poor kids. They don't know what it is.
But the poor kids
That's
have
a joke.
Instagram, and they
I'm
have more
messing
Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the parents don't care about
Yes,
them.
yes. The
You're
poor
right.
kids watch the reels more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not in their poor algorithm.
I don't know, but the kids are like, "Whoa, what's that?" And I'm like, "Really? You've never seen this?"
Does that make you feel good? It always makes me feel good when like a kid or something like, "Hey, what's that? Did you do a couple loops around them and show them how it?"
No, I don't
You
like
should
that.
have done that.
I'm always surprised. Like, you've never seen this on the internet? That's
Oh,
weird.
did you go losers? Like,
No,
did you-
no, I'm
okay.
just surprised that I was like, "Don't you know? You know what a one wheel is, right, kid?"
Yeah, people are balking about the price of it in the chat room, $2,100.
That's
I
cheap.
thought that was pretty cheap.
Dude, that is cheap for a
I mean, what's a Suron?
electric scooter. Dude, a Suron's like $8,000
Yeah, I was
bucks,
gonna
brand
say.
new,
I was
or
gonna say there's one
6,000.
online for $6,000.
6,000 brand new. I think you can get them used for like 3,500.
That's a lot of money.
But
dude.
they are super powerful and like way more powerful than this.
Oh, I want one
Like,
so bad.
This
'cause-
is essentially just a one wheel with two wheels.
yeah, this is slow, but
Yeah.
it's meant for just like it's a
Like
chill
its
ride.
its top end is 12 miles an
I've
hour.
always
like
liked
a
One
one-wheel.
Wheel's vibe. One Wheel's vibe has always been a little more chill than
It's not as chill as you think because no matter what, in the back of your mind, when you're like, I'm relaxed on my one wheel following I did this like 2 days ago. We went up to the park and then the boys rode their bikes. I rode my one wheel, and no matter what, in the back of your head, even though you bought me the brand new technology one wheel, it has all the vibrations if you go too
it'll
quick
tell
or
ya.
if it won't just nosedive. But in the back of your mind, you always think of the nosedive because while you're riding super relaxed, you're like, man, if this thing just cut off,
Yeah.
the front's going to hit the ground. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
And then my momentum is going to cause me to do that thing where you run out, but I'm going to hit the ground.
Oh,
and
you're
then
gonna just slide on your chest and face.
yeah. And then I'm gonna slide on my chest and face and get the horrible, which I've done before. Sprained my AC joint and like road rash the side of my body, and then that's in the back of my head. So when you're on a two-wheeled, like one wheel, you don't think that because there's no hitting the ground and you flying off of it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same thing when I'm riding my scooter and it's making 1,000 different noises and like it feels like it's gonna fall apart at any moment. I'm always thinking because I'm doing like. I don't know, I'm going down Karen and I'm doing 50 miles an hour on a little tiny scooter from 1959 and some of the screws are loose and I have like retightening screws and I'm always thinking.
It is rickety when I was driving it.
It's
I was like, God damn, this thing is like riding the past.
Yeah.
future.
I mean, how old is it?
With a future
I think
motor.
It's 50 years old
Yeah.
or older than that.
It has a metal ricketiness that anything new doesn't have because it's all plastic and like
it bangs.
rubber.
Like when you hit if you hit a bump in this, the thing's clang. It's like it's loud.
It's what makes it cool, but there is a ricketiness
Scary.
that is sketchy a little bit. Especially because it goes so goddamn fast.
It's too fast, but I wanted to go faster. If I buy a second battery, I can make it go faster.
Shall
we? Yeah, let's do it. This one's from Adam. This is to me. Don't lose your console just yet. If you plan on playing Grand Theft Auto 6, I believe it took more than a year or 5 for the PC version to make it out. And there is such a thing as too big. I have a 48-inch OLED I used for some racing and Microsoft Flight Sims recently. I needed it for editing videos. He brings up an excellent point that other people have been writing me and telling me when I started like inching into saying, hey, I want to build my own computer, because I've done it before, but only for work. I've never done one for like fun, and I was like, oh, I'll build a gaming computer or something like that. I'm not going to be doing that, by the way. I'm just going to keep the console because he's right. Grand Theft Auto is going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out for consoles. I'm just staying there because that's the only game that truly like right now I want to play, other than one other game that I want to tell you about that we have enough time to talk about that I just turned Ross onto, and it's crazy. And I got to thank our buddy Ghost of Manute Bull or Ryan for turning me onto it. It's called Clover Pit. And you are a man trapped inside a jail cell In the jail cell, you have an ATM machine. You have a bunch of boxes that give you Lucky Charms. And you have a slot machine. And you have to gamble your way out. And a toilet. And you have to gamble your way out of the jail cell or you will die. And that's the whole game.
Okay, well, but the slot machine, we're just pulling the
But there's
arm of
skills
the
to
slot.
it. You are. So that's the randomness of it. But the different Lucky Charms apply luck and different powers, let's say, to your slot machine. So stacking your Lucky Charms and stacking different ones in order to make the most amount of money to pay off your debts is what will get you out of the prison. You have to pee and you have to poop to get different Lucky Charms. You're trapped in hell. You die if you don't get out. You can hear the devil in the background, like laughing.
The devil.
Yeah, you hear
Where's
the
the devil involved?
There's a lot of Satanism in it. Sometimes because after 5 spins,
Is this on the computer?
it's on Xbox. It's free right now too. I urge everybody to get it. It's the best. Ghost is in there. Clover Pit. He's playing it right now. You're playing it right now. You have an addiction. So do I. Me and Maisie like to play it. Andrea had her reservations because Satan's in it. 666 will come up. They take all your money. You have to throw a Bible at it to get the devil away. Sometimes you have a Bible that will eliminate 666, but then the Bible will explode. It's crazy. It's the craziest gambling game, and it's all gambling. It's just crazy. It's what it is, to explain it to other people that played the card game Blatro that I brought up 6 months ago, that I'm still addicted to. This is a more spicy, adult, crazy, dogma, Catholic Church, weird poop and peeing in a jail cell version of Blatro, where you're trapped in hell trying to gamble your way out. And it's awesome. It's an independent game made by 2 Italian guys. I looked it up. It's just 2 wacky Italian guys.
Are there in-game purchases or
no?
No,
there's literally
they just made it for.
They're selling it now, but see what Xbox does is they'll front those guys a bunch of money and then they'll buy it and put it on Game Pass for free for us to enjoy.
Okay.
It's going to be coming out on your phone. You'll be able to get it, I believe, on the 17th of December, and then they're releasing it for Nintendo Switch on the 23rd of December because it's taken over my life. I love it. It's a fun, crazy, and it's way too hard.
Why is it fun?
Because it's so damn hard to win. The
Okay.
most I've ever gotten is up until okay, so Ghost is weighing in. He says, I hit a $2 billion jackpot the other day and I've never felt so alive. Yeah, the most I've ever made it to is $1 million.
So it's just a slot machine.
It is,
essentially.
but you have to use, the skill is in
The PP points.
No, you gotta use your Lucky Charms. Like one of your Lucky Charms might be like a little fortune cookie, and you set that on your table, right? So what that fortune cookie does is every spin that you pull, there's a 10% chance you get that spin back in a free spin. So that'd be a good one to hold on to. There's like 200 different Lucky Charms.
Okay.
And they're all random. So you have to stack your Lucky Charms. That's where the skill comes involved. You have to think about like, oh, okay, I need to make the hot pepper go with the fortune cookie to maximize my luck. It's crazy. You kind of almost have to play it to see what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, because it sounds insane.
It's wild. It's wild. Like
Yeah.
I got to a point now, and Ghost is further than me in the game, where after the $1 million challenge, where the next game I played, because it looks dystopian and gross. There's blood everywhere, and it looks like it stinks, and there's flies flying around. And I turn around where my Lucky Charms are at in the game, Clover Pit. And one of the drawers is moving back and forth. And there's a key in it. So I go over and I open the drawer. Inside the drawer is a human head. It's one of the Lucky Charms.
All right.
And they put that in there randomly where the human head shows up. And then you have to figure out what to do with it. It is a wildly ridiculous, crazy game.
Goddamn Italians.
Yeah. Those goddamn Italians.
Making it crazy games.
Let's see. We'll do one more and get out of here. Yeah, Clover Pit. Don't ask me about it. Let's try this one right. Let's go with, hold on, I don't want to do any of those. I don't want to do that one. Let's go to voicemails, because I'm not liking any of these.
All right.
Let's try this voicemail message right here.
Oh man, I have a rant for you guys about the tipping on DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. I've got some strong opinions on this. Probably not what you're thinking,
Oh, real quick, I forgot about this part. The phone rings in your jail cell, and on the phone is the devil, and he will offer you different stuff to help you out or hurt you. Like, he'll call you, and he'll be like, and that's how he sounds. And then he'll give you, like, extra point. It's crazy. It's just a crazy game.
But here goes. So, number one, I don't think DoorDash, Uber Eats are for broke people. If you can't afford to tip well, you can't afford to use the platform. End of story. It's not meant for poor and broke people. It's a predatory app, number one. I've never used them, but anyways, that being said, I think
he's not wrong. I have a lot of friends that are younger and don't make a lot of money, and they do use it a lot. And then they complain about not having money. Yeah, and then I'm like, well,
it's called bad at life.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
a strong trait of poor people.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I know I can't afford, or I shouldn't be spending the extra delivery charges.
Tracy, I had 2 Uber Eats orders yesterday, Indian and Chick-fil-A. I tip based off of distance. Jesus Christ, Tracy, change your life.
Yeah, well, she's rich.
She is rich. That's true.
So
don't change your life.
She could buy.
Waste your money. That's fine.
Well, it's
drive up to Chick. You got to drive up to Chick-fil-A.
No, but also,
you got a golf cart up to Chick-fil-A.
She's busy making money and doing a million things. She don't have the time. The time it takes to drive is a waste of time.
But what did she spend? That's like $200 worth of food.
No. Like
how much was it? How much was the Indian and the Chick-fil-A? Full totals with tip of both.
Well, really, it's like
I bet it's $200.
No, it's never that much. Like you're only paying like the Uber Eats charge and then the tip, so it ends up only being like let's say at the
it
most
only ends up being like
$15.
3 to 4 times the amount it would.
No,
have been.
it's not that much.
Let's try it. Let's keep continuing.
A good solution to the tipping problem is you get rid of tips, or you rename it, you restructure it to bidding. If you place an order on the app, you are now bidding on a delivery driver to pick up your food and bring it to you. And you can put in whatever you want. You can put in $0. Just know you're not going to get your food. If you put in a $5 bid, the delivery driver will see $5 and think, maybe I should deliver that. You put in a $15 to $20 bid, you're probably going to get your food and you're going to get it faster. And I think all of the delivery drivers should see the entire bid, and every delivery driver is competing for those high bids. So if you want your food delivered, you're going to pay a little more for it. That'll give the delivery drivers a little more money in their pocket.
There's no way we're going to restructure this. It's too far gone. There's no way. There's no way anybody's going to come in now and say like, hey, we're changing the system, right?
Well, Justin explained to us that it's kind of like this,
it is
up
kind
to
of like
$4. They don't show you the full tip or bid.
Yeah.
But essentially, they've already implemented something similar to this, where you'll see up to $4 that the tip, it could be higher than that or lower.
Right.
And the problem, listen, they've thought about this longer than you have. Billion-dollar company. Is they probably don't put the full amount, because then you'll have people only taking the giant amount. And there has to be some like unknown to even everything out, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Then you only, the big tips would only get their food fast, and then it would start to break down. Because the system only works if everybody's using it. If everybody stops using Uber Eats, it's dead. It was kind of like Halsey when we,
I thought that was a good idea.
You need everybody in society to use it for it to work. If not, if there's an imbalance and there's not enough drivers, or there's too many orders,
it doesn't work.
The whole system is broken.
It breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta go.
We'll see you tomorrow.